Namaskara and welcome back to our third rule in our phonics session, that is our vowel digraph. Vowel digraph. In the previous rules, we learnt about the consonant digraph, and much before we learnt about the silent E. The silent E was the first phonic rule. The second phonic rule was consonant digraph, and now we are learning the third rule, that's vowel digraph. We constantly remind ourselves that phonic rules are guidelines. These guidelines will help our young children to read and spell and understand the relationship between the letters and their corresponding letter sounds. We have understood this very well. And if you are a teacher and if you are a parent of a young child who is between 4 to 6 years of age, these lessons and these phonic rule series will be really helpful for you. So when we're talking about a vowel digraph, let's understand before we understand the rule, what is a vowel digraph? So when two vowels are together or when they appear together, they make one sound. And that sound is called the vowel digraph. Let me say one more time. When two vowels appear together, they make one sound and that sound is called a vowel digraph. For example, in our previous one, we learned about consonant digraph. So what's consonant digraph? When two consonants appear together, they make one sound, and that was the consonant digraph. But when two vowels appear together, they make one sound, and that is the vowel digraph. Let's take a look at the rule. So we learned about it. That is the one sound, and that's the digraph, vowel digraph. For example, when the letter A and I is together, they make a sound A. A. See, they make a sound A. And A is a long vowel sound. And this combination is a vowel digraph. When we have vowels A and Y together, they make the sound A. A. And the third vowel digraph is when we have the letter E and E together, they make the sound E. E, and E is a vowel digraph and it's the long vowel sound. When we have I and E together, they make the sound I. And I is a long sound and it is considered to be a vowel digraph. Let's see if we have some more. Yes. So when we have the vowel O and A together, they make the sound O. They make the sound O. And that is the long vowel sound and a vowel digraph. So when we have O and W together, they make the sound ow. When we have U and E together, they make the sound U. And that's our vowel digraph. Now I'm going back again because we just completed our 42 letter sounds. And let's see if you're able to remember the actions for all these sounds. So when A and I is together, they make the sound A. So what was it? The action, it was this. So the child had the ear pain, we said A. Wonderful. When AY is together, that's the alternative spelling and the action is still A. Now for E, the action was raising both your arms, palms up, and you say E. For I, we did this. I. For the sound O, it was O. Lovely. And for you, we did this. We pointed the finger and we said you. So that was the jolly phonic actions for each of the sounds. And this also helped us to understand the vowel digraphs. So to summarize, vowel digraphs are pairs of vowels that work together to represent a single sound. So let's list all of them together. So what were the common vowel sounds that we learned today? We learned that there are 8 vowel digraphs. A as in rain, AY sounding A as in day, EE sounding E as in tree, EA sounding E as in seat, IE sounding I as in pie, OA sounding O as in boat, OW sounding O as in snow, UE sounding U as in blue. So these are the 8 vowel digraphs. So previously also we had 8 consonant digraphs. Now we are adding 8 more vowel digraphs. So you can pause the video, take a screenshot, write it down and make more words and help your children to recite this every day. So this is going to help them to decode the letter sounds in any given word. Thereby, the vowel digraphs represent the specific sounds that may differ from the individual sounds of the letters which is involved. So when teaching, you have to make sure that the child is able to recognize every vowel digraph because it's very important for developing their phonemic awareness and accurate reading and spelling skills. For more educational videos on Montessori and phonics, do watch the Train Brain channel. Thank you. Happy learning.